Hey there, welcome back to the Teachers Cafe. I'm Kane, your host. I'm here to help you cut through the jargon and find out real practical uses for AI in your classroom. Today we're talking about one of the most common questions I get asked. Which model do I actually use when using ChatGPT? And it depends on your situation. But I'd also like to thank the listeners I've got coming in. So this is episode 11. I'm starting to get some new listeners all the time, which is absolutely fantastic. And do bear with me, I'm learning to podcast. This is fairly new for me. I'm naturally a fairly fast talker, so I've been trying to slow myself down so I don't rush through my podcast. But sometimes I think last episode I spoke too slowly, so do bear with me. I'll get the rate right at some point. But with the beauty of podcasts apps is you can speed up and slow down the person speaking to get it to the speed that best suits you. What we're going to talk about today is the different models are in ChatGPT itself specifically. And I'll talk about this because I use ChatGPT the most. It's the one I actually pay for, and therefore I know the model's the best. I will do some extra podcasts in the future where I'll look at different models in Gemini and Claude, for example. But ChatGPT is still, according to the data, the most widely used AI app for people online. Which model should I be using? To start with, there's actually a number of different models. There's the 4.0 model, there's the 3.5 or the 03. The mini high is some of the main models that you can access when you're using the app. So grab a cuppa, enjoy your walk or your drive, and let me give you the no-nonsense, teacher-friendly breakdown that we all want so we can get straight into action. The first model is GPT 4.0. This is your all-rounder model. It's the one you're probably using by default when you're on ChatGPT Plus. This is the main one you use. It's also the one you actually can use on the free non-paid version. This is the model you actually get access to. In a truncated version, you don't get as many uploads per chat. You don't get as long as inputs. You don't get to do as many chats before they downgrade your model. But like I said, for a short portion, you're getting the full access as you do in terms of responses as you do for the paid version. Now, this model is your go-to reliable. It's a very well-rounded assistant. It handles between 85 and 90% of what you actually throw at it. It does it pretty well. And that's why it's in the non-paid version for people to actually get use out of it. And this actually makes it perfect for things like marking student essays or giving feedback on student essays, writing parent emails or proofreading or even emails to your principal or your deputies, drafting school reports, summarising a professional development article you want to share with your colleagues, and down to simple proofreading. It is your all-rounder tool. So imagine you've got 25 Year 9 persuasive essays in English you want to get feedback from. Instead of going through every single one detail on a tight deadline, which is what we're often pushing against, or we want to save some time because we've got a family function on we want to get to, the ChatGPT 4.0 model, and it helps you write clear, constructive comments in half the time. You need to obviously specify what sort of feedback you're looking at giving to your students, so you've got to know your content. But like I said, it can create little summaries you're actually going through. And now it's important that you do actually read your students' work because you've got to be able to verify the feedback that's given. Maybe you're organising a school event. ChatGPT can help you draft the permission slips, risk assessments, and even social media posts. I know I like to get things done fairly quickly. I know more than one occasion I've been embarrassed by having a typo or grammar mistake in something I've sent out to parents or the school community. By using this model, you can actually solve that problem for you. It's still your work. They're just making sure it's bang on 100% right to be shared in public. So this is like your teaching assistant or your virtual assistant that never actually gets tired and does the work for you. Well said, like we do with our teaching assistants, we work with them, we use our knowledge and experience to get the best out of them in our classroom. Now, the rest of these models you can only access if you're actually got the paid version. So we look at the different models there. So ChatGPT 3.5, or also known as the 03, is your deep thinker. This is the one for your deep strategic thinking when you want to do something with lots of detail. It's amazing for things like curriculum planning over long term, analysing student data trends, reviewing a 20-page staff handbook and helping you rewrite it for clarity or looking for inconsistencies within it. Just say you're ahead of learning and you want to redesign an English scope and sequence for years 7 to 10. You feel You feed in your current scope and some goals from the new syllabus that's just come out, because they're always updating them. You ask, where are my gaps? ChatGPT won't rush. It'll actually take its time. It will give you a smart answer. So the outputs do take longer to come out, but you'll end up with a better result than with the 4.0 model. The downside of this model is it is a bit slow, but the amount of time you're saving on the flip side will easily makes up for waiting a few more minutes. You don't need to use it when there's bells about to ring or when you've got a worksheet like you need now. You use the 4.0 model. But if you've got a big picture challenge and something you want thoughtful support, this is the model for you. This is the model when you're working on your dot, working through lots of detail, you want to get it right, lots of complexity. This is the model we will use. The next one is GPT-4, the mini. It's fast. I guess some people describe it as a bit scrappy. Now, if you're racing the bell, the mini, it's fast, a bit rough around the edges, but it's perfect for creating 5 lesson starter ideas in under 10 seconds. So it's going to give you a really quick response, but it might not have the details or the accuracy that you'll get in, say, the Deep Thinker model. Coming up with these quirky titles for newsletters, spitting out a whole lot of multiple choice questions instantly. So you're going to get a very quick response, something you can use straight away. I use this particular model when I'm in the classroom. So if I've got a student comes to me, they're struggling, and they want some more example questions, I can get the topic, generate these questions very quickly, and then give them to the students. So it allows you to get information quickly in a time pressure environment, say in the classroom supporting the students. You pop in, give me a 5-minute bell ringer about the Black Death. Boom. Mini spits out 3 options while you're taking the role. Is it perfect? No. It'll miss some nuance, but speed beats perfection. So this is your winner, because sometimes you just need the information as quick as you can, and you can refine it afterwards. The next one is the GPT-4 Mini High. This is your visual and logic assistant. This one is actually really good for doing extra logic and image reading skills. And the other models will do it, but like I said, this one does it better. It does it more efficiently. It's great for analysing student-uploaded diagrams or handwritten answers. I often do this at the moment. You can then run the model, get handwritten answers, and transcribe them into some notes. Very handy feature. Saves lots of time. Help encode a spreadsheet for tracking grades. You put information. It'll then go through and come up with your formulas for the different cells to get the outcome that you want. And reasoning step by step through some logic problems that you may be facing or you want to work through yourself. Let's say a student sends in a photo of their science practical write-up and you're struggling to make out the handwriting, drop it into Mini. You can read it and give you some feedback. The standard 4.0 model will do this. This one model will do it better. For example, if you want to build a marks calculator in Excel, it can walk through the formulas to do that for you, step by step. It's very logic savvy, and it's very helpful for anything visual or reasoning. So they've all got particular different preferences on there. They've all got different strengths, and you can use them interchangeably. But if you've got specific tasks, that's why it's good to know which model will give you the best result if you've got the paid version. My personal preference. Now, between you and me, I mostly switch between 03 and 4.0. Why? Because deep thinking when I'm planning out a course, or when I'm trying to work out more of an integrated strategy or different activities within my classroom, how they'd fit in. I can throw in a 30-page email thread into 3.0, ask it to help decide how to respond, so I can get a good, well-targeted response to the questions being asked to me. When I'm writing a lesson plan, I'm using it to give additional feedback on top of mine. 4.0 handles it beautifully and it's nice and quick. So what about you? As someone who needs quick tasks done fast, are you a big picture planner or you want strategic support? Do you only have the free version, so you're using 4.0 all the time? So let us know. You can always shoot me an email. My email is always in the episode notes. And I think I need to set up somewhere like maybe a Facebook group, for people to get on there and set questions there that I can actually then respond to and build on top of that. I'll let you know on that one. And if you found this helpful, share it with your teacher mate who's asking, what can AI do for me? How can it make my life easier? Till next time, keep experimenting, keep reflecting, and most of all, keep using AIs in ways that serve your classroom, not to stress you out. Take care and keep up the good work.